John Hancock here with another video, and here I'm talking about game condition upgrades. And you know, if you're been in this hobby any amount of time, imagine this. You know, you're looking at your shelf and you see a game that's a little bit beat up and it sticks out. You know, and I have this happen a lot in my collection where I've gotten to the point where it's not necessarily really adding a ton of games to my collection, but it's more or less upgrading what I have. And I'm here to kind of give you some pointers and some tips on doing so. And so I'm going to start with Atari. And you know, finding any box Atari games now, you know, the system's getting old, especially Atari 2600. And you know, this is a good example of a game. And I found this game in Washington at a flea mart. And, you know, it's in okay shape. You know, it's definitely not what I consider in great shape at all. You know, I would rate this like maybe a 5 out of 10. One side is pretty battered. The reason why I picked it up is, well, I didn't have a box. And kind of my rule of thumb is, you know, if I don't have a box of something, I'm going to pick it up, especially if it's cheap. This game was like $5. And so I picked it up. Recently, a local store, Classics and Oddities, scored me a better box. And, you know, the question to many collectors is, when is it worth upgrading the condition of your games? Well, the answer is subjective. You know, for me, it's going to be pretty cheap to upgrade from this to this. Now, again, the boxes are relatively close, but as you can see, you know, this one is in a little bit better shape. You know, and some places, some stores, some friends are willing to work out a deal. For example, some places you might pay a couple bucks and give them your old copy, and that is one way of doing a condition upgrade. Another way is finding a site or a store that's willing to just sell the box, or, you know, if you have a damaged part of a game, just buying part of it. Here's another example. I love collecting Sega, and I know I've been getting some requests, hey, show us your Sega collection. Here's an example of a game that's been in my collection a long time. And you know what? It's not in the best shape. It may not be easy to tell on the camera, but this is a little bit sun faded. Well, there was a friend online, and he had a better copy of the game, and I saw that he scored it. That's one nice thing about Facebook posts. Everybody posting their Facebook scores. It's easy to pick out stuff. Hey, I'm interested in that. This is in better shape than this. And the question is, when is it worth the upgrade? Well, especially with harder to find games, this is not necessarily hard to find, but you know, for me it was worth $20 to buy this game, knowing that I could trade this for half of that or a quarter of that. You know, I have a complete Sega Genesis collection, so for me, getting a better complete copy of the original Madden in really good shape is worth it. Outside of the boxes is just one way of condition upgrades. For example, Nintendo games had lots of inside what my good friend Rick Weiss calls goodies. You know, warranty card, maps, manuals, a lot of that stuff, you know, over time gets wrinkled, damaged, destroyed, and sometimes it's worth picking up a game that has better manuals and insides, even though the outside's jacked up. I do this all the time. Again, it's really subjective on how you want to pursue it. Money is a big thing. Again, it's up to you. So some of these are subtle, so bear with me. Here's an example. Again, Classics and Oddities scored me a better copy of Jordan vs. Bird. No big deal. Most people don't care, but you know, I'm 84 boxes away from having a complete box set, so it matters to me. This is my copy. I've had this copy a long time in my collection. You know, a little bit of sun faded. It's got a sticker on the top. I could probably get that off, but it would be a bear. This is the better way to go. This is the one that I want to have in my collection. Another example, especially boxes that have a lot of white in them. You know, this is a box and it's hard. It might be hard to tell, but it's a little bit yellowed. And this box is in better shape. Was probably not outside as much. Who knows? But anyways, this is a better shaped box. Again, I worked out a deal to pay a couple bucks, box upgrade, call it good. Another thing that you may notice in some of your boxes and condition of stuff is shelf wear. And shelf wear happens when you don't have vinyl protectors. These are plastic covers. You can get them at several places. These are really nice and are a good way of keeping your boxes in good shape. Again, especially in Nintendo stuff, you can notice that the corners sometimes get jacked. Shelf wear, that bugs some people a lot. But again, I have literally hundreds of boxes, and so anytime I see a box that's in a little bit better shape, especially if the price is $5 or less, I'm going to try my best to upgrade it. Again, so it's price, availability. Sometimes a better way to do on condition upgrades is buying in lots, and this is a good way for many collectors that you can buy a large group of bunch of games and hope that you can upgrade some of the games in your collection and then sell the extras. Here's another example. Here's two games. One is in slightly better shape, but again, it's the dreaded jacked up corner right there on the one right here, and this one in the cover it looks better. Again, it's all subjective on what people want to do to upgrade their games, how they want to do it. It's just different. Well, maybe you just collect more current stuff. I got good news for you. PlayStation and games that used the standard CD cases is awesome. Here's a good example. You find a PlayStation game now and it's got scratches, it may have a sticker on a case. These jewel cases, people don't realize how dirty and yucky these get. Well, you can buy these in lots, but you can get brand new CD cases, and these will make this game look awesome. And for purists out there, it's not the original case. No, I'd rather have a game that looks better. I do have some exceptions to the rule, and some people kind of laugh at me about this, but that's okay. I do remove stickers. I do remove unofficial price tags. However, if there is a rental store, especially a rental store that's no longer in business, I will not remove it from my games. I will keep it. I feel it's just as historically significant as there's several game stores that are no longer in business that I grew up with. One of them was from Video Depot from Anderson, California. Again, long gone. And I got some games from there, and I was going through there, and I had a choice. I could upgrade the condition of my game, but I'd get rid of the sticker, a rental sticker on my game. I chose not to get rid of it. I kept the sticker on my game, and so everybody's different. Comment below what you think of condition upgrades, how you do it, your thoughts on it. Hopefully this helps you out, but again, it's just subjective. There isn't any law out there saying you have to have a certain degree conditioned game to be some serious collector. I consider myself a relatively serious collector, but I'm not a sealed collector. I'm a CIB collector. I really try to get a condition of like an 8 out of 10 if possible, but the truth of the matter is there's a lot of rare games out there. I'd just be happy to have them complete or a box, and everybody's got their own rules. And just comment below what you think of condition upgrades and how you handle it. And again, thank you for watching this video.